Hi my creative friends, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to draw a cartoon alphabet using colored fineliners and then recreate it on my iPad mini using a Logitech crayon. I'll be using the Fontself app to turn these drawings into a real usable font. I'll show you how I draw a few of the letters, how to airdrop the font to your Mac, how to install it and how to use it in Adobe Illustrator. So this is the full process, from Sketchbook to a working cartoon font on your computer. And I've hidden a code in this video. Collect all 4 characters in the right order to unlock your free font. You can download it from my website webstudio.amigos.com. Link is in the description box and on screen. Let's get started. I spent a couple of hours working on the sketching phase. Each letter has multiple versions and variations. For the clean drawing phase, I'm using fineliners, but this time I didn't want to use the standard black ones. For a fun cartoon alphabet, I want something more playful. So I picked up a set of 10 colored fineliners from Staedtler. They are 3 mm, nice and thin and very comfortable to use. I'm using a different sketchbook for this part. I'm choosing colors randomly. Just for fun, there is no strict plan here. And if you are wondering about the blue glove, it's actually a drawing glove for when I switch to the iPad later in the video. Most of these characters are human-inspired, with just a few that are more abstract or include animal features. And I have to admit, I completely forgot to draw the letter W. I'm using an iPad mini 6th generation together with the Logitech crayon. It charges with a lightning cable and connects instantly. Let's open the Fontself app. As you can see, I've already created a few letters, so I'll demonstrate how to make a couple more. At the top you see the sentence, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." This sentence includes all 26 letters of the English alphabet. I've also imported a polished JPEG version of some earlier characters I created in Adobe Illustrator. At the time, I couldn't turn them into a font, so when I discovered this app, I was over the moon. I'm using a brush size of 30 for the main shape. Let's start with the letter D and size 20 and 10 for the details. For smoother lines, I set the streaming to 100%. I don't use pressure or angle here. Let's start with quick, loose lines that I can refine later. Since this is vector-based, I can adjust the knots and nips at any time. You can see the sentence above updating in real time, which is really helpful. Keep an eye on it as you draw. You can switch between a white background with black text or a black background with white text. It's really easy to adjust anchor points, and for smoother lines, I always remove unnecessary knots. Use 2 fingers to zoom in and out. To fill the shape, just tap and hold inside it. To create a pupil in the eye, I actually erase the shape, so it becomes negative space. The last letter I'll draw is Z. This one has a big nose character. Again, I start with loose shapes and refine them later. If you draw an oval and hold your pencil down, it snaps into a perfect shape. This also works for circles, rectangles, squares and triangles. Check out the live preview above. Now I'm adjusting the spacing and kerning a bit more. Select the letter, use the bounding box and position it correctly. You can also adjust spacing and kerning in the settings. Make sure it doesn't overlap with other letters or the font won't generate properly. I'm going to clean up the alphabet and make some final adjustments before exporting. For example, I change the ends of the eyelashes using the nibs option. It gives the character a more dramatic look. One final check and a quick scroll through all the characters. Next, I add my credits and information in the font settings. Tap the tool icon, then go to Info on the right. This information will be embedded in the font file. And now it's ready to export. Let me show you the easiest way to send it to your Mac. I tap Export Font File and choose AirDrop. It's the fastest way between Apple devices. Just make sure AirDrop is enabled on both your iPad and your Mac. Now I'm on my MacBook with Adobe Illustrator open and ready to test the font. I click Open and it automatically opens in Fontbook, the default font manager on macOS. I install the font and whoop, there it is. It's now part of my font library. Back in Adobe Illustrator, let's replace this boring font with my cartoon alphabet. I've created my own cartoon font, from imagination to a fully usable typeface using Fontself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the free downloadable font on my website, webstudio.dosamigos.com, and see if you can find a hidden code. Bye bye, creative friends!